Good morning, students. Today we will start our book of SST, that is history. In this book, particularly, we will read the history of the world, and totally it is different from your previous classes what you read. Like if we go back to our junior classes, like in sixth class, we read ancient history of India. In seventh class, the medieval history of in India, then in eighth class, the British period, the modern history. Now here we will see the period of, you can say, modern period, that is from 18th century onwards, and the impact of the world history on Indian history, like on Indian society. So, as we start the chapter, French Revolution, the title of the chapter is French Revolution. In another word, we call this Industrial Revolution because French Revolution was very much popular in history because it is one of the revolution by which the you can say other countries of the world influence, because we can't say this was the first revolution, but in the history of revolution it is the first revolution when common people were engaged in this revolution. First we go to the meaning of revolution. Like revolution is when you can say mass population go against or went against the system of the government. Now, when we go to the chapter, we go to this page particularly, it is something like that. As you go to watch the movie, and in some movies, you generally find that it shows the destruction or end of the, you can say, picture, and in that particularly we know about what would happen. We will start thinking over it, what would happen, the end is like that. The same manner, like this first introduction page is before you, it is showing the end of the means end of the movie, like end of the story. Here we are observing, so means automatically many ideas, many questions come in our mind how it had happened. The same in that manner, this the you can say introduction of the chapter is given, and later we will read about what had happened in the French Revolution. So when we proceed to the chapter, the French Revolution, as I told, revolution, the word is not new for you because in last year the revolt of 1857, we read this word even revolution and revolutionaries, we discussed many things, so you have an idea that how a mass you can say went against the system or the British policies. So easily you can understand by that word particularly here that revolution, the revolution in Hindi we call this kranti. Kranti means it is not a single day event. Means revolution is that when it take continuously happening, means it is the you can say event, culmination of event means culmination means collection of the events, means what were happening in the society. Means revolution take place when event after another event thing take place in the society, and people are tortured, they are suppressed, they are, you can say, oppressed by the rulers or by the existing government. So this particular thing start happening in the society. The day come when people you can say collectively go against the system and they do revolt. So let's begin the introduction of the chapter, because on the morning on 14 July 1789, the city of Paris was in the state of alarm. City of Paris, you know that Paris is the capital of France, and it was state of alarm. Alarm is like everywhere people were alert. and the king had commanded the troops to move into the city. So king had commanded the troops means the soldiers, because something was going, you can say, severe in manner. So people were alarmed and people were, you can say, alert, and because the army had entered into the city, rumors spread that uh, that he would soon order the army to open fire upon the citizen. Means this kind of rumor had been spread that king or the ruler, uh, means he can order to uh, attack to the city. So some 7,000 men and women gathered to see that, to hear by this, or you can say after listening this, 7,000 men and women gathered in front of the town hall, decided to form the people's militia. This word you understand, people's militia. The people were not trained. The people were not army. The people were not any kind of professional fighters. But generally, the people who heard about this, that king is going to attack the city, and they start gathering themselves, and they broke into the number of government buildings in search of arms, because government is powerful. When you see, when you go to the history, it was monarchy means like it was a king rule, and king was powerful, so he was having different kind of material, warfare material. So people, they broke into the number of governments building, means they people start searching the arms and ammunition, means like we can say weapon for fighting. So in this video we will discuss this much, because video will be lengthier.